the same thing. I mean, we read something today from David Schoenfeld at ESPN.com that said Eric Hosmer is unplayable at first base right now. His
Wasn't
words,
me.
not ours.
Wasn't me.
And he didn't even mention the $21 million he makes this year. He mentioned it, but he said it despite the $21 million, he's unplayable. He had like a 560 OPS in June. I mean, he's been that bad of a player. So it's for the fourth consecutive year or third consecutive year. Can you move Eric Hosmer? Not without attaching a high-level prospect or potentially a starting pitcher to him. Can you move Trent Grisham? Yeah, probably. What is he returning you? Who the hell knows? But they got work to do. Like, AJ Preller's got work to do. He's got 4 weeks to do it, but he's got real work to do.
Oh, no. You trade Hosmer. Manny's feelings are going to get hurt. I don't fucking care anymore. This is not about feelings. This is about winning. Winning.
What's
When
it about?
you win, everyone's happy. When you lose, nobody's happy. And guess what Hosmer contributes to more than the other? That's losing. Because he doesn't do anything to help you win.
Why are you talking like that?
I don't know.
Let's get to Jesse in Hawaii. Jesse, thank you for the super. As you guys roll in, thank you guys for the supers. We'll tell you about our partners. Again, it's a great way to support this channel. If you want to make sure we get your comment, you can use that super function, hit the $ down below. So Jesse in Hawaii says this, and I agree with him. And Jim does as well. I don't even need to hear from Jim. Preller will be fired if the season tanks again. I think what Jesse's saying is if this team finishes under 500 and misses the playoffs, you don't get a third crack at it in 2023.
Nope. And we all want this to work. We want Preller to, finally get a team in the postseason in a 162-game season, and it finally pay off. Like, all these moves that he has made finally pay off. I mean, is it going to happen? I don't know. You can't sit here and tell me right now definitively that this team is going to make the postseason. Can you?
No, not definitive. No way. No. I mean,
now,
I
do we think that they're going to make the postseason?
Yeah.
We think they're going to make the postseason,
mm-hmm.
but it's not a surefire lock like the Yankees or the Dodgers.
Correct. Well, obviously.
Yeah. So this thing is up for grabs. Now, do I think that they're going to turn it around and like kind of weather the storm? I do, but I do think it has potential to get maybe a little worse before it gets better, which sucks.
Yeah, you never like saying that.
Because you're playing the Giants this week and you're going to Colorado for 4, you're playing Arizona for 3, and then right out of the All-Star break, you're going to face New York in New York. Oh, by the way, Max Scherzer is back. So you're going to be facing him one of those games.
But I don't know if it's really going to get better based on schedule. Like, if you think it's going to get worse because of schedule, what makes it better in the second half? They still play the Dodgers a zillion times.
I'm not meaning by schedule. I mean, you get Tatis back. Hopefully you make a couple trades here and there, and that will make things better, not schedule-wise. Because the schedule actually is brutal when you look at it. It's like August, you can manage, but September, dude, if they are not playing good baseball heading into September, that will be a problem.
This is like deja vu all over again. I mean, I hope it's not. These are the same things we said last July. It's like, hey, you need to take advantage of these opportunities right now because September is going to be tough. And then they had one of the worst stretches to close the season in baseball history for a contending team. So I just hope it's different. Anthony, thank you for the super. Thank you for your membership and support. Anthony says that he would take Myers in center. I mean, I we need to see Myers healthy before we put him anywhere, probably. I don't know if it's a better, it's probably better than Trent Grisham the way he's played on the whole this year. And I think Trent Grisham defensively has been awful, specifically recently, and offensively he's been better, but nowhere near the caliber of player he should be. So Myers maybe, if healthy, is a slight upgrade, but they need more than that. They need more than Myers. They need more than Mazzara.
Well, once Tatis gets back, you're going to have an outfield of Profar, Tatis, and Myers. If everyone's healthy.
I don't know if you will. I mean, Tatis is going to play center field every day.
I mean, most days.
Is he? Or is it going to be half the time in center, a quarter of the time at short, and a quarter of the time at DH?
Well, it kind of depends. And he's not, I mean, Kim gives you nothing offensively, but at least he gives you something defensively. So you can maybe justify it why you have him in the lineup. Grisham's not doing either right now.
Right.
So the easy pull is Grisham in center.
Correct. I just don't know if okay, so when the All-Star break ends, there are 68 games left. So at that point, you move Grisham and plug in Tatis. It's hard to move Grisham if you're going to substitute him with Tatis, right? Because he's been injury prone and he's literally never played the position.
I mean, isn't it crazy how this whole thing has gone down with Tatis as far as like, oh, we're just going to put him in center field now?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I
Didn't you
mean?
say last year he's a shortstop?
Like, what the fuck are we doing? You sign him to this massive deal to be your shortstop, and then all of a sudden you're putting him in center. Like, I'm fine with it. I'm not upset that he's in center. I just find it I find it the whole thing just crazy how he's now like an outfielder.
I think it's still more short term than long term, but I think it's based on his health. And
Like,
I
it's
think
because
he
the organization
recognizes.
can't build it. It's because this organization and Preller can't build a fucking cohesive roster.
I don't think that's why Tatis is going to be playing in center. I think Tatis is playing in center because he can't stay healthy right now, and they're recognizing that. And it's probably more taxing to play short than it is to play center.
It's crazy to me, dude. That's crazy that you that he's like. By the way, he can't play short anymore because
Nobody said that he can't play short. I mean, he's coming off like a real wrist injury.
I know, but the fact that you're not putting him at short because you don't trust him and you're scared that he's going to get injured again, that to me is like, that's not great.
I think he'll be there eventually. And honestly, I don't think he provides more value at short than he provides at center, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think it's like,
that's the most value.
Exactly. So I don't care what position he's playing. And by the way, I think defensively, he could probably be a damn good center fielder, just like I think defensively, he could be a damn good shortstop, theoretically, as well. He just needs to stay on the field. If he stays in the field, I don't care if he plays any position. I don't care if he plays left field. If he stays on the field, I really don't.
Right. It's just like the value you get is from him at short. But I understand.
No, I disagree completely. Why?
A power hitting all-star MVP candidate at shortstop?
A power hitting all-star MVP candidate like Mookie Betts? You know, I don't see the difference.
Where's he better at?
I don't know. We've seen him at center, like one game?
That's true, yeah.
I don't know. I still think he's going to play a lot of short for this franchise. I just don't know if he's going to do it this year.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? I mean, is it an issue moving Tatis from short to center? Where do you want to see him play? Put short or center in the chat. Here's the our buddy Ben Fadden, who could Wally Pip Jim at any point. Just kidding.
You fucker.
I'm kidding. Ben says, I want him to be healthy and hitting in the lineup. Don't care where he plays.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care either. I'm just pointing out the fact that it's like,
it's weird.
Whoa, you tell me 2 years ago when he signed, last year, you're like, oh, by the way, he's going to be playing center field predominantly. Like, what the fuck? Like, what?
Right.
It's not the fact that he's like, I'm upset that he's out there. I'm not.
Sure.
I don't care. I'm just finding it's just crazy to think about.
He's only 23. You're right.
If you take a step back, how this guy was a shortstop, and now they're like, oh, by the way, you should be an outfielder.
I mean, does it open up long-term short for Abrams? Is that something that we should even concern ourselves with today? I mean, he's playing a little bit better at this point.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Jesse, thank you for the super.
Thanks, Jesse.
And he says, DH Tatis, put Voit at first, keep Kim at short. I mean, listen, I understand that sentiment. If I was doing that, I'm probably putting Abrams at short. I'm putting Voit at first, and I'll DH Tatis if it means keeping him healthy. If I have to do it, I would do it. I don't know if I need to see Kim every day.
No.
Well, I know I don't need to see him every day.
No. It just goes back to you got a bunch of pieces that right now are not performing. And it's the entire lineup. Lineup has let the pitching staff down in this 6-12 run here. And yes, the pitching staff hasn't pitched great in his last 18 games. But guess what? This pitching staff got them to 17 games over 500.
Right.
Maybe one time the offense could have like a 2-week stretch where they just ball out and help the pitching staff. And especially the bullpen, because the bullpen is being just destroyed right now as well. You know, the offense is a major problem, but I feel like the bullpen is also a major problem.
Mm-hmm.
Not to the extent of the offense, because obviously you need to score runs to win games, but the bullpen is every time someone comes in, it feels shaky and you feel nervous the entire time. Like there's not been one point in literally probably maybe the last month where I felt calm about the bullpen holding a 1-run lead.